Welcome back. We've been off in California working on our Quonset house project. Velocir's been kindly waiting for us, so we've hauled her out for the winter, and we're just going to kind of do some overdue maintenance and a few other winterizing projects. Well, our prop did okay. We've tried a few different covering materials. The last one didn't last quite as long as we had hoped. So we had quite a few barnacles and whatnot on the prop. But it being a bronze prop, cleans up pretty easy. Our zinc is at the end of its lifespan. This was our second zinc we put on during the trip. Now, let's see if we can get this thing off. Oh wow, it turns really easy. Of course, the zinc is disintegrating while I'm turning, but it is turning. There she goes. Now I gotta figure out where I put my spare. Murphy's Law is in effect. I was hoping to get away with just a quick sanding and another coat of bottom paint. That's not in the cards. I have a lot of areas of bottom paint. I've got probably 2 or 3 layers of bottom paint on here. We have some areas that are just flaking off and separating. So I'm having to sand down to the gel coat. And in some cases I'm just scraping away chunks of bottom paint. And I followed this vein on over here and around. So it's going to take a little bit longer than I expected. One of the problems we found when we got back to Velocir is that our batteries were dead. So this worried me quite a bit because we've got, connection points to the solar panels, anywhere in the wire that could have been botched. We've got the charge controller and the connections down there. So I was a little bit worried, but I decided to start with checking the first thing, the connection at the charge controller. That's really easy to access. You can see right there is our ProStar 15 charge controller. It had a couple problems during our trip, nothing really that bad, and it's still functioning. My biggest problem with it is difficult to see where the connections actually come in right here. They're just like you strip the wire and then you turn the little screw down on it. And luck's on my side. It was really simple. It was just a loose connection that had popped out. Put it back in, and now batteries are charging, the automatic battery combiner's working, so it's all functioning properly. Our ignition switch. It had corroded fairly heavily inside, and of course would not turn right when we needed to douse sail and turn on the engine. It was getting quite irritating. So I've taken her out, and guess what? A thorough cleaning, some PB blaster, all that fun stuff. She's right as rain again. So, I have labeled all the wires that go onto it. I drew myself a little wiring diagram. Let's see if I can do this right. Dark green, bright green, and light. Dark green, bright green, and light green colors. Isn't that fun? Okay. Now, let's see. Washer. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Now, for the moment of truth. Did I wire everything correctly? Just gonna give it a little bump. Oh, there it goes. Fuel pump sure likes that. Well, that's it for Velocir for the season. We've cleaned her, done some minor repairs, gotten some things off for the winter. She's been winterized and buttoned up. We got this nice sun cover rain catcher from a larger boat. It's a little bit too big for her, but it'll work. Should keep the snow and ice off of her during the winter season. So she's all buttoned up and put to bed. Sleep well, old gal. We'll see you in the spring. Thanks for watching.